In this video, we're going to break down 3 MrBeast videos frame by frame. I can't wait to show you what we have in the end. Right away we can see the blurry zoom in as well as the text. Then we have the $10,000 animation, another blurry zoom in on Chris's mom. Then we have a flash with fireworks, and he explains that every time he laughs he loses money, and then he shows how the money disappears. Let's do a quick recap. 11 seconds and 28 milliseconds in, they had 11 cuts, a lot of text, a lot of visuals, and they're going straight to the content. And then they're doing this half screen effect, cuts to Chris positioning his nose in the middle, and that's how you do a face tracking. Then cuts back again to the full frame, and then we have a second video. Just take a moment to process how many cuts and how much editing. We're only 20 seconds in. Later in this video, we'll break down one of his shorts and one video from his main channel. There's a lot of jumping and zooming in. Sometimes they do it for entertainment, but sometimes they do it to cut the silence. Again, we can see that there's face tracking here, also making the mouth bigger. And here's the thing that people don't notice. So the clip changes, but this clip stays the same. They go into another clip, but they're still reacting to the previous one. And it changes later. The text doesn't come from outside the border. It appears on the screen and then moves a little bit to the middle. And the same with 10,000. It appears on the screen and then just goes down. We saw a ton of happening. A ton of transitions, a ton of zoom-ins, a ton of text, a ton of effects. And that was just 1 minute. Let's watch it from the perspective of a viewer without stopping.
This is $10,000 in cash in Chris's mom. You just won this 10 grand. But every time Chris laughs in this video, I take $500 back. Exactly like we did with his grandma.
Don't fail me like you did her.
All right, this is our first TikTok. If he laughs, his mom's lose $500. That's a good one to start with. Is this gonna be this hard? Hitting the brakes when she isn't expecting. Oh my God! I need to do that to my girlfriend. My wife would kill me. Yo, that would be so funny. Someone remind me to do this to Maddie. Please don't.
What's a video that lives in your head rent-free?
What lives in your head rent-free? That's funny. That's a duck playing the drums. Here, I'm playing it.
I wasn't ready. You can't just go from baby falling to duck playing drums. Like, this is so unfair. I care about my mother.
Oh, that was a laugh.
It's because I've seen this video before. Wait. Watch it to be fair. No. Watch it to be fair.
I'll watch it after I rip $500 out of your mom's hand.
I've seen this video before. Watch how ham he goes. You have to know the context. This is
a lot of things happening at the same time, a lot of effect, a lot of comedy. I mean, that's why MrBeast is genius, isn't he? By the way, if you ever need to download a video from YouTube for free, you can just put SS before the YouTube in the URL. It will open a window where you can choose the file you need. What really surprised me when I brought down his video is his editing is very simple. So this is a clip from previous video, and the way you do some of the effect is pretty simple. So for example, the blurry zoom in that he does, you have to use the transform effect. Press this, shutter angle 360, and then you just use scale. So let's put 100 here, and a couple of seconds after let's put 150, and there you have this blurry zoom in. Text is super simple as well. Let's go to captions, change the text font to MrBeast, add stroke, I like to put it at 15, then go back to editing, animate the text. Let's say we want to put it here, and his text doesn't just move at the same speed, moves fast in the beginning and then slows down. And you have to do the ease in effect, and that's how you do it. And now it looks like the text comes from outside, but actually it doesn't. It just appears here and then just moves a little bit. And for money overlay, you can do the color key. Just select the green color and then put the tolerance, set the frame size. And so his main effects, there you go. Boom, super easy. In one of the previous videos I said his long form videos are very similar to shorts in terms of editing. And here's what I meant. This is when he plays rock, paper, scissors with the rock. Once again, the first thing is zoom in, a little bit of text. Then we can see another cut when it becomes blurry, then becomes more blurry, then changes to the next frame. Just a couple of seconds later, they're going straight into the business. It's just text, a lot of cuts, very high paced. As MrBeast says, the idea is very important. You can get triple the views with half the effort. Or the difference between 1 million views and 30 million views is not 30 times the effort. So the same thing here. It's very simple, but the idea is very good. This looks a little bit funny, as if The Rock doesn't want to stand near Jimmy. If we rewind it, he just walks away. Look at this. No. Okay. In the extreme try not to laugh challenge, MrBeast had 313 cuts in 513 seconds. This video with The Rock, there are 54 seconds and 45 cuts. Shorts are a little bit more higher paced. The ratio of seconds to cuts is almost 1:1, but in the Reacts video, ratio is 1:2. So 2 seconds for 1 cut. By the way, my name is Vlad and I'm trying to hit 100,000 followers by the end of the year. If you want to help me, share this video with someone who would get value from watching it. And the moment we've been waiting for, the video from his main channel. Once again, we have a zoom in the beginning, then everything changes very fast. Just 12 seconds of intro, and they're going straight to the action after that. You can see that there are a lot of zooms in and zooms out. As MrBeast said, if the camera doesn't cut, a couple of seconds gets a little bit blunt. On average, in the beginning of the video, cuts happen every second. You can see that the door is open quite wide here, but then the next frame is almost closed. First of all, in order to save time, and the second is for entertainment, the image is a little bit jumpy. And the attention to detail is so good. TV is turned upside down, the image is upside down as well. The guy is standing on the block, but then the next frame, he's already jumping through the lava. He's jumping from here to here, but on this frame he's here. Absolutely seamless. Even though the explosion looks amazing, they don't spend a lot of time on that because they're trying to make their videos high-paced. Just take a look at how simple it is. It looks like stars, and then the next frame the chocolate appears, so you just add like light here and make the chocolate appear. He walks into the room, but the room is empty. But the most interesting thing to me is that if you open a MrBeast video, you don't notice any of that. He starts running, he's in the other room here, then he appears in another room, then another room, and then another room. They don't show what was in between the rooms. Therefore, they cut a lot of things out in order to keep it engaging. He just broke the window here, and the next frame he's already out and going to the next room. And once again, the boys are not shown in the room because this room is empty, and then the next frame they're here. Right? If this video was helpful, you might want to watch MrBeast thumbnail strategy in his secrets.